Today we are going to use some ball chains to create a beautiful, intricate patterned magnolia in just a few moments. It's such a fun technique you could try out on almost any piece. Let me guide you through how to do it step by step. Now, what's my inspiration for this week? The outside, yes. This is the time that so many magnolias that are around where I live are blossoming, and I just couldn't resist. I took a picture of one because I thought it was just so stunning. So I am going to revisit the topic, and I also remembered years ago, even before I started my YouTube channel, I tried a chain magnolia. And I just wonder if I am still able to do it. I'm still able to use the chain technique. So it's going to be fun, hopefully for you and for myself as well. I will be using this. This is actually, that was a white canvas, but I'm reusing the canvas as well. Revisiting and reusing, yes, a little bit of a recycling project. I'm going to use the 30 by 30 black canvas, and I'm thinking of the background. I'm looking at the ultramarine, and I might mix. I will be pouring. I haven't poured properly with a chain for probably 3 years, I would say, or maybe less. For quite some time, definitely. Maybe I'm going to mix my own color because I've noticed that I've got some leftover purple. It's very runny. So when I mix those two together, hopefully it's going to be good. What I usually do for my pouring paints, and I would use 1 part of paint, 1 part of Floetrol, 1 part of water with PVA glue. Honestly, it's all about consistency. Oh, this is an interesting color. This is like becoming indigo, I would say. I've got a little bit of grey. I don't know if that's a good idea, but a little bit of thicker old grey. Oh, okay, that's an interesting color. And I want to cover the whole background, of course, so I need quite a lot. I love those containers because I don't have to struggle unscrewing the old paint. These are jars from some old yogurts. This is Floetrol. It's actually here in Britain, it's called Overtrol. And this is a paint extender, paint conditioner. I'm going to add part of Floetrol to that mix. You can see I'm straining it. It's quite old, so we don't want any blobs. So that really doubles the amount of paint that we have, and it's actually quite thick. I think the American one is thinner than the British. And because I won't be able, of course, to draw here, I'm going to sketch a quick composition. How do I want my petals to look? Okay, I can put this away. I mixed white because that's definitely something I'm going to use. It's not as thin as for my hairdryer, but I would say it's like medium to thin for the chain to actually run nicely. Can't be too thick. Runny honey. This is permanent rose. And we've got my ultramarine with some addition of purple and grey mix. This is water. All the paints the same consistency. I found some leftover pouring acrylics. So we've got rose pink, and I'm worried that there's like nothing, maybe 2 drops, but I'm still going to use it because I really like this color. Why did I use ultramarine and purple? Because I thought they would go really well with the pink, the magenta pink. I thought this would be the perfect time to use one of the bottles that I never used for anything. They're just standing there because I like my crazy containers. You know, those and those. But I do have plenty of bottles. I just don't like cleaning them. Into here. Not all of it, of course. A useful tip would be keeping a jar with water next to your work. Oh, what is this? That's a very thick one, because once you use the chain, I drop it in water and it helps me clean it later on. Otherwise it gets all clogged. Those little balls get covered with paint, so that's the way to do it. We're ready to spread the background color, of course. I didn't know, I'll be so excited. Of course, this color looks lighter at the moment. Once it's dry, it's going to be darker. Oh, look at this. Generous for me. It's probably not generous for some of you because I really don't like flooding my table. Maybe I'm going to put the biggest one here. So I'm going to be doing one at a time. Oh, this is quite big. This is quite big. Let's see if I can squeeze anything out of this. Oh, what a shame. I really, really like this color. Okay, there's something coming. That's pretty. More of this. Oh gosh, I forgot how to do it all. Okay, do I need any more? Okay. My trial one. Okay, what else do I need? Oh, pipette. We need pipette. No, why do I need pipette? Because if there's too much paint, there's like a puddle of paint, I'm going to remove it using this. So this is important. Now, do I want to put it on white? Yes, I'm putting it on white. I don't want wispy bits, so... And now, let me drag it towards the middle. Okay, too much paint. Too much paint. You see, I have to remove all that. Okay, I did say that was my trial version. I put way too much. So now I'm removing it. I could have tried it on the table, I could have tested how much paint I want, but I just wanted to show you how I'm starting and things go wrong. That's fine. I can also use my finger to remove that. I want this much more vibrant, so I am putting this pink here. Okay, are we ready again? Come on, please behave now. Yes. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now we've learned one thing, don't put too much. So I am going to do another one somewhere here. I'm already on chain number 3 because of this mistake here. And gently so it doesn't overflow. I kind of like this messy part. You know what? I might leave it. Looks pretty. Okay, now I'm going to try one here. And I'm going to pull it the other way. I mean, you decide on the shape of your petals, the direction. Trying to do it gently. Again, I think I put too much. Petals somewhere here, something like this, overlapping this. Okay, probably should be a bit faster than that. I'm really, really slow. So far, that's all right. I'm kind of thinking how to do this one. I definitely want it overlapping those. So there's quite a lot of paint that I may not need. Have to forgive me, this is my experiment after a very, very long time. Yay! Okay, I should hurry up, otherwise everything's going to be dry. So this one is the biggest, the open one. Now I want one here and maybe something smaller. So this is going to be easier because now I kind of know what I'm doing. So this one is not going to be open wide. I think this is going to be the main phrase today. Too much. Too much of paint, yes. Now I'm going to do some on top of those. One here. So it's basically covering the other one. I'll try to curve it inwards. Okay, so you can see this one's like opening nicely, and there'll be another one on top. If you're just starting out or would like to see me go through all these steps slower and more thoroughly, head over to my Patreon where you can find extended versions of my videos. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, yes, I'm happy now. Would be nice to have something smaller here, definitely. Okay, I'm just going to make a biggish bud. Quite a long one. Pour over this section. Oh, what a cutie. What a cutie. I think I want one more on this side, and then this bud will be finished, I think. Let's try to make it a little bit more open. Not happy with it. No, not happy. Okay, now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Touch of blue here, because obviously took it off with my finger. Oh no, no, honestly. I was about to leave it to dry when I actually found some brown, and I thought maybe I should use it to create some stem. So let me think where the main stem will go. Oops. Don't really want to mess up my petals. I didn't have to do it. I could have, waited for it to dry and could have painted this section. But since I've got this brown, the magnolia branches are quite gnarly. They're it's a characteristic thing for them. They are lumpy, gnarly, or however you want to call them. Kind of trying to imitate that. Yeah, see, something like that. Oh, I think that's kind of cute. You could do one going this way now. What do you think? Composition. Let's just do one. I need to wash my chains. I'm leaving it alone. This is the dry result. This is more blue than I expected. I thought it was going to be darker, but it's okay. The one thing that I need to embellish is the branch, because it's very dark now on this background. I'm happy with the flowers, and they're cute. Honestly, all that struggle paid off, didn't it? On the way to work, I was checking what's inside the magnolia flower, and I'll show you in a minute. I took some pictures, but at the moment I am going to go over the brown with the same colors. So I'm going to lighten the branch up. Maybe with this is going to be way too light. Let me try burnt umber as well. I like burnt umber. Only some touch-ups, lumps and bumps. The branches are finished. I think what I really want is some darker tone around the flowers and in the middle. This ultramarine's a bit crazy. Maybe I'll add a touch of white to it. Just, oh, the black. Black kills everything straight. Look at this. I can't even tell the difference. Why did I put so much? And I always tell my students, just tiny amount. Otherwise you won't be happy. That's exactly where I am now. So taking from here, putting it now here. Slightly different than the poured section, but it's okay. So this is probably the thickest shadow I've ever made. I did want really to darken the blue somehow. I'm kind of almost tempted to spread more of this dark around the flowers. I'm going to do the same everywhere since I started, especially here in the middle. Oh, the dark. I'll show you what they have inside. Forgive me the noise, that's the traffic. Let's see what they have inside. Something like that. Okay, so that's what I am going to try. Pinky brownie. So this is the perfect place because there's that gap. Pink and burnt umber. I do have some white on the plate, so that's fine. More pink than brown. I think that will look better. I want to fill the whole gap like this. And once this is dry, I'll add a couple more hairy bits. So this is the stamen, I'm assuming. Just one. The other ones, there's nothing seen there. I love working on a dry background because whatever I do wrong, I can wipe it off. I've got the same pink, but much lighter with a touch of yellow ochre as well. And I'll try and make those little bits so the whole midsection is covered with that. Does it look kind of similar to you? Trying to make my little brush behave. Ta-da! I think it's looking okay. Well, there we are. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did, even if it was a little stressful at first. If you'd like to access longer, more in-depth versions of my tutorials, check out my Patreon. If you've stuck around this long, let me know by leaving the word stick in the comments and I'll try my best to give it a heart. I've had a lot of fun with that these past 2 videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you all next Saturday. Bye bye.